She's a big traveler. She's also done a lot of, before she quit teaching, because everybody quits teaching, she was a Spanish teacher and has taken students on trips all over Central America. And
I saw flights to Australia for less than 1,000, which is not a great deal, but
not
in these times it's not
right, not bad.
But the part that was important is out of Detroit, Air Canada, which I have a pretty good on. Also only in August, so I'm not sure I want to.
Go to Australia in August.
Well, so that's their kind of
Winter there. Yeah.
It's more that it's so close to now that it's not a lot of time to prepare for a big trip like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, just, I think, maybe the chambers could be a little upset about reading that article.
Yeah, I got that phone call already today
Did ya?
from a chamber member who said, yeah.
I got a very nice compliment about you today.
Oh, boy, let's hear it.
I went to
Smoking something.
the mill to get potatoes, seed potatoes, and some other seeds. And the owner of the mill,
Sam.
Sam, said, I said, I have to go to because we were talking about potatoes at my farm. And he said, you gonna go up there and plant them right now? I'm like, well, it's snowing. And I have a special city council meeting because we need to fix some stuff for a big giant grant that we're really excited to get. And he said, I was on the DDA and that Mike you got, he's doing a good job.
Oh, he loved you.
I haven't seen him in a while.
I said, would you like to be back on a committee?
Does he live in the district?
Not in the city, but he lives just outside of town.
Yeah.
Well, because really the easiest solution would be to find somebody who lives in the district.
Yeah.
But in any case, you want to get the show on the road? And
I would love to get,
we'll need you.
I
for
know
a little
Molly's on her way. She sent it, but we have 4 people. So we will call the special meeting of the Cedar Springs City Council agenda, Cedar Springs City Council to order at 5:32 on Thursday, March 31st, 2022. And please rise with me and say the pledge if you feel so inclined. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And with that, I will call a roll. Miss Atchison.
Here.
Mr. Gross.
Here.
Miss Hamill. Miss Nixon, who is on her way. She was just leaving Howard City when she texted me at like 5:20. Miss Powell.
Here.
Ms. Race, and Mayor Conley is here. I will take a motion. Well, yeah, I'll take a motion to excuse Ms. Hamill, Ms. Race, and Ms. Nixon at this time.
I'll make a motion to excuse them. at this
Support.
time.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. They're excused. Ms. Nixon gets here. We will note that in the record. Moving on, public comments. The council welcomes and encourages the public to speak during the public comment and public hearing portions of the agenda. However, council policy is to hear the public comment, not to act on the public comment at this time. Concerns brought before the council during the public comment portion of the agenda will be referred to the city manager for action. If after communicating with the city manager, no resolution is reached, the concern will be elevated to the mayor and then eventually to the council for action. Those citizens wishing to speak on agenda and non-agenda items will be allowed a maximum of 4 minutes each to address their concerns. This is the only time during the council meeting that citizens are allowed to address the council. Please state your name and address for the record if you would like an official response. Any public? Any public on Zoom? Okay, moving on then. Public notice for March 31st, 2022 special meeting and public hearing regarding the MNTRF grant application. Adoption of the agenda. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, signify by.
I need a discussion.
Oh,
brief
is there any discussion?
We wanted just a brief discussion about the possibility of purchasing the property that Cronkite's have for sale behind the brewery. That abandoned apartment building is up for sale. Just a little food for thought today. No big,
Oh, you would like to add that as an agenda item?
as a discussion, yes.
Before we do that,
Okay.
Madam Clerk, will that screw up the certified minutes that we're trying to put together? I mean, we can do it, but we're trying to obviously do these things as quickly as possible because everything's due tomorrow.
Okay.
Should we just put that on the back burner for the next meeting or?
I just wanted to get it out there. as
You'd
quick-
like to have a
Okay.
brief discussion.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's make that, because we only have an action item. So we're gonna have a discussion item A
Okay.
that will be item,
Does Madam Clerk have a suggestion?
where would you like it? Would you like me to put on a mask?
Oh, no, this is just
Okay.
places I go have coronavirus.
I get
7A, okay.
So we'll move council comments and adjournment down 7A.
Okay. So we got that? We're adding a discussion item
Okay,
that Rose asked to have.
sure.
So we're at that place. Please note that Mayor Pro Tem Nixon has arrived at 5:35. We just gabbled in.
Okay.
You're fine. Breathe. Yep, it's all good. So, and then, I would like a motion to adopt the agenda with the addition of the discussion item.
I'll make that motion.
A second?
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say no. Motion carries. We have an agenda. So moving on then to the discussion item before the public hearing, right? No?
Public hearing.
Public hearing. Okay, so at this time, we have a public hearing. Public hearing regarding the resolution to approve submitting the proposed Heart of Cedar Springs Park Improvements Project to the Department of Natural Resources and to commit to matching funds. So I need a motion to go into public hearing, correct? No? Okay, I will open the public hearing then. At this time, we have a public hearing. Is there anyone in the public that would like to talk about our resolution to approve submitting the proposed Heart of Cedar Springs Park Improvement Project to the Department of Natural Resources and to commit to matching funding?
None other than I would like to point out, we did discuss this meeting or this specific thing previously on March 10th.
Yes. We just didn't have a full public hearing, right?
Right.
We're having a public hearing. So if there's anybody who's in the council who would like to have a comment that's not part of that could be public, we're good. We got it, Mr. Gross?
We're all set.
Okay, then do we need a motion? We don't need to close the public hearing? I will just close the public hearing. The public hearing is closed. So with that, we will move on to action item. Motion to approve a resolution to approve submitting the proposed Heart of Cedar Springs Park Improvements Project to the Department of Natural Resources and to commit to matching funding. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
And then I will do a roll call on this just to
Can we
make,
have a brief discussion?
oh, sure.
How much were we committing? Again, just refresh my memory.
So this is phase 1 of the proposed Heart of Cedar Springs plan.
Mhm.
Phase 1 is going to cost $591,400, I believe.
Mhm.
We're at 20% match.
The maximum allotment under the MNRTF grant is $300,000,
No,
which would
it's
put the city on the hook for $291,400, I believe.
330, I think.
Nope, so it's $300,000
Is their part.
is their part. and
Right.
Ours would be 291.
Yes, it's 291, 330 in your notes.
What?
Yeah, in your notes.
The packet?
Yeah, in the packet.
Okay, I don't remember.
We did not hire a mathematician.
If you want it to be
so-
400, that's fine, but that's what's in your,
The
that's
the
what's in the
needed,
packet.
the needed funds, we will support.
Yes,
We
yes.
will support
Yeah.
the additional funds.
Yep.
Any other questions or discussion on it?
No, I'm sorry.
Page,
So I'm on page 5 of your packet, although I do see
Yeah.
You flipped them.
Yeah, so I put 219,330, and then in the next paragraph, I put 291,330.
Right, but it's a 291, right? Or is it 219?
291.
Okay, that, yeah.
I apologize for that.
No, that's fine. The 291, I was set on. It was a 330 that I.
You will correct that to make.
I
we have
like
that.
to ask.
I was just trying to help. All I'm trying.
You're good. You're good. Thank you. Woohoo.
I didn't realize it was in the past.
Cause maths.
Now, of course, you guys know, because you watch the budget every year, we've saved a considerable amount of money in anticipation of these.
Yes,
Correct.
So we should have that money, no problem.
correct. And this is a huge infrastructure investment in our community.
Anytime you can get somebody else to give you $300,000, I think it's worth it.
Of
Yes.
infrastructure. Yeah, public infrastructure. It's huge. So absolutely. So any other discussion? Okay, I'll take a roll call vote. Ms. Powell,
Yes,
Ms. Atchison,
Yes.
Ms. Nixon,
Yes.
Mr. Gross,
Yes,
and Mayor Conley votes yes. We have a grant application. Then moving on to discussion item, Ms. Powell, would you like to?
yes. It was brought to my attention that the property behind the brewery is for sale. I talked to Mr. Kurt Maybe about it. And he just wanted me to bring it to the attention of council that maybe in the future here that we would be able to work out some kind of a deal to buy it. And the CBDT would be willing to assist. And that's what I want you to know.
Hey,
Did he have
Have
a
they- have they-
purpose in
do
mind?
we have an
Go ahead.
address?
Parking.
This would be 7476 Second Street.
Okay,
White building that was partially
Yeah.
condemned last year.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this would be parking for the staging area, White
Mhm.
Pine Trail area. Was there a CBDT meeting?
No, not yet. They probably
Okay.
won't have a meeting until May.
I wanted to make sure I hadn't missed,
Right.
because I'd
Can I
heard,
ask a question? Are you
Yes,
already,
please.
are you already earmarking it for parking or is
That's
this
what Mr.
a
Maybe said.
simply a possibility?
Possibility to buy it.
Okay, but the mayor mentioned parking for the White Pine Trail and stuff. I wouldn't hold it strictly to that. But go ahead. I just
No,
wanted to
just-
make, I wanted to get that
I
straight
don't
in my head.
specifically, my understanding is that was the community building development team's partial desire
Yeah, I
is
just,
to have it for that area extended around the amphitheater, that whole, it's just more parking in that space, but
So if the brewery decided they wanted to purchase it to create more parking, it would do the same thing, right?
right, and I'm not sure, he said, maybe Dave would be interested in, or the brewery would be interested in helping out, but there's nothing for sure. This is just food for
Oh, okay.
thought.
I just don't want it to be that we're creating another parking lot for the brewery.
Yeah,
Okay.
see,
That's my whole point.
it would be, have to be discussed and paid for and all that kind of stuff in the future. So I think they're gonna work on it.
yeah, if we bought it, the discussion was that we need more parking around the amphitheater. That was the discussion.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, the parking that we have created over there right now has become parking for a particular business because there wasn't enough parking there to begin with. And I just don't want it to be appearing that we're trying to plan something to create something for a particular group.
Right,
Okay.
right.
yeah, no, if we did it, it would be to try to support.
I
the
think it would be a
concerts in the park
collaboration
and-
according to Mr. Maybe as that he's trying to create a collaboration between the brewery and the city. I can't speak for the brewery, but for the CBD and possibly the city. So we'll see how it works out.
And I don't have anything against the brewery.
Yeah.
The Redbird would probably love to have more parking near theirs also.
Yes,
As well as some other locations within the
Yes.
city, so.
yes, yes. And they've had their eye on a few different properties, but nothing's come through at this time.
So any other thoughts on that? And And I don't know if additional parking is helpful for us regarding this grant. It couldn't come through in time anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
Well, I mean, there is a significant amount of parking that's included in the grant application.
Right.
I think this is a separate issue.
Yes, it is. It's just came up in the last couple days.
Okay, any other
Thanks,
discussion on
Rose.
it? All right, then we will move to council comments. Ms. Powell.
Can't wait to see this development going on and the new playgrounds. It's pretty exciting stuff, and I'm glad we got this wonderful grant, and thank you to Mr. Womack for pursuing it.
So we haven't gotten it yet.
Well,
We're hoping.
okay.
Ms. Atchison.
I was happy to see that we got the sidewalk.
Oh,
Grant?
yeah.
450,000.
Yeah.
Yep, that was awesome. What were we, like third or something on the list? That's awesome. So that will help us start to get
Huge.
those things done. And then I'm glad everybody showed up tonight. the
Ms.
last
Nixon?
minute.
Yay, short meetings. That's all I have.
Okay, Mr. Gross.
About the same. I utter her comments.
I will just close with, I thank you for coming in on this short notice to make sure that we could dot these i's and cross these t's. And I am so excited. It is like infrastructure week, month, year for the city of Cedar Springs with this, which hopefully this, fingers crossed, with this enormous sidewalk grant that we were just awarded. I'm going to try to get the numbers all put together. Mr. Womack gave them to me to get out a public statement. And then our bridge that is going to be starting like next week, right?
Very soon.
So that's, I mean, we're getting a bridge. So hooray. So I'm just very excited about all of the wonderful infrastructure that is making happen. And Mr. Womack, as I said, I got a wonderful compliment about you and all the work that you put into this from our friends at the mill when I was in there today buying seed potatoes. And with that, we're adjourned.
So, Madam Mayor, if you could stick around